Hey guys, I'm still down here at the Esplanade doing some interviews. I'm standing here with Sergeant Mullet, a veteran of our armed forces. And first, I'd just like to ask you, what brings you down here today?
I'm also a student at Shawnee State University.
Okay.
It was brought to my attention that some of the students were coming down here in support of Occupy Wall Street to address some of the issues and concerns that they had.
The 99%.
The 99%. And myself and some of the other veterans, in talking with some of the students, wanted to show our support, show our appreciation for the students coming together to address some of the issues they had, and offered our services to come down just as a security force for the protection of the individuals
just
here.
Some voluntary management.
Absolutely. And I think it was more for not as an offensive against a police encroachment. We don't have a fear of that here in this town. We've got some outstanding police officers here. I think it was more for a moral support, a symbolic support from the veterans to the students.
Now, in comparison to our protests versus other countries' protests, is there anything you'd like to say on that as far as where we're working within our rights and all that?
I think it's actually a superior example. It's a perfect example of how the people in the United States, once they have an issue and they've united, have the ability to deliver that message through their constitutional rights to the freedom of speech in a peaceful manner. And there's no knowledge that I have at this point that any of the demonstrations that's gone on across this country, that there's been any forms of escalation and violence on the occupiers' parts. I think that's very admirable of the people that's participating in these events.
And I can attest that I've watched a lot of videos online, straight from the source in Boston and New York and all over the place, and even news reports and stuff. So far, nobody has anything to say about the protesters raising hands or striking out against the police force, although there has been a little police brutality. But other than that, is there anything else you'd like to say to people watching this on any level? I know you're very limited in what you
from what you say in the largest cities that we have here in the United States to even some of the smaller cities like right here in our hometown. Yeah. What you're seeing right here is the very perfect example of the people rallying and getting support from their community and what they believe needs to be addressed. And they're doing it by the perfect means right here.
And that's a big thing is the community has to take part because these things don't fix themselves. You have to get involved in all that. Well, awesome. Thank you very much for coming out and doing the security out here. Thank you very much for serving our country and doing this interview with us. We're gonna get more interviews here later tonight, and stay tuned.